Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to tell about a story which is called Puddle Jumping with Penny the Panda. Enjoy it. Once upon a time, in the heart of the bamboo forest, lived a playful panda named Penny. Penny was no ordinary panda, she loved adventure more than anything else in the world. Whether it was climbing trees or chasing butterflies, Penny was always up for a new challenge. One gloomy morning, Penny woke up to the sound of raindrops tapping against the leaves outside her cozy bamboo house. She peered out the window and saw the forest covered in a soft blanket of mist. "Looks like it's going to be a rainy day," Penny said to herself with a yawn. But Penny wasn't the kind of panda to let a little rain dampen her spirits. In fact, she saw it as an opportunity for a new adventure. With a mischievous glint in her eyes, Penny put on her bright yellow raincoat and grabbed her trusty umbrella. "Today," she declared, "we're going puddle jumping." Penny bounded out of her house and into the forest, her umbrella held high above her head. The rain pattered down around her, but Penny didn't mind one bit. She splashed through puddles, giggling with delight as the water sprayed up around her. As she jumped from puddle to puddle, Penny spotted her friend Sammy the squirrel perched on a branch overhead. "Hey, Penny," Sammy called down. "What are you up to on this rainy day?" "I'm going puddle jumping," Penny shouted back, her voice bubbling with excitement. Sammy's eyes widened in surprise. "Puddle jumping? That sounds like fun." "It is," Penny exclaimed. "Come join me." With a grin, Sammy leaped from the tree and landed beside Penny with a soft thud. Together, they splashed through the forest, laughing and cheering as they jumped over puddles of all shapes and sizes. But just as they were getting into the swing of things, they heard a faint cry for help coming from deeper within the forest. Penny and Sammy exchanged worried glances before rushing toward the sound. They soon came upon a small clearing where they found their friend Rosie the rabbit, stranded on a tiny island of dry land surrounded by a sea of puddles. "Help!" Rosie called out, her ears drooping with distress. "I can't get across." Without hesitation, Penny sprang into action. She extended her umbrella over the puddles, creating a makeshift bridge for Rosie to cross. With a grateful smile, Rosie hopped across the umbrella bridge and onto solid ground. "Thank you, Penny." "Thank you, Sammy," Rosie exclaimed, her eyes shining with relief. "You two are true heroes." Penny blushed at the praise, but couldn't help feeling proud of herself. She had always loved adventure, but helping her friends was the greatest adventure of all. As the rain began to taper off and the clouds parted to reveal a rainbow arching across the sky, Penny, Sammy, and Rosie joined paws and danced in a circle, their hearts filled with happiness and friendship. Little did they know, this rainy day adventure would be just the beginning of many more exciting escapades to come. And so, with smiles on their faces and puddles at their feet, Penny the Panda and her friends embarked on their next great adventure, ready to leap into whatever challenges the future held. After their rainy day adventure, Penny the Panda and her friends were eager for more excitement. The sun had returned, casting a warm golden glow over the bamboo forest as they set off on their next escapade. As they meandered through the forest, enjoying the sights and sounds of nature, they stumbled upon a curious sight. A line of ants was marching in single file, each carrying a tiny acorn on its back. Penny's eyes widened with curiosity. "I wonder where they're going," she mused aloud. Sammy the squirrel, always full of energy and curiosity, scampered up to the nearest ant and tapped it on the shoulder. "Excuse me, Mr. Ant," he chirped. "Where are you and your friends headed with all those acorns?" The ant stopped in its tracks and turned to face Sammy with a solemn expression. "We're taking these acorns to our queen," it explained. "But there's a problem. Some of them have gone missing." Penny's ears perked up at the mention of missing acorns. Missing acorns, you say, she repeated, her eyes narrowing with determination. We'll help you find them. With that, Penny, Sammy, and Rosie set off to solve the mystery of the missing acorns. They followed the line of ants deeper into the forest, keeping their eyes peeled for any signs of trouble. Before long, they stumbled upon a clearing where they found a mischievous magpie named Max perched on a low branch, surrounded by a pile of shiny acorns. Max was known throughout the forest for his love of shiny objects, and it seemed he had taken a liking to the ants' acorns. Hey, you! Penny called out, her voice stern. Those acorns belong to the ants. You have to give them back. Max squawked in surprise and tried to fly away, but Penny was too quick for him. With a swift leap, she snatched the acorns from Max's grasp and returned them to the grateful aunts. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, friends, the ants chirped in unison, their tiny voices filled with gratitude. Penny smiled, her heart swelling with pride. She may have loved adventure, but helping others was what truly made her happy. As they bid farewell to the ants and continued on their way, Penny, Sammy, and Rosie couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction. They had solved the mystery of the missing acorns and made some new friends along the way. As the sun began to set and the forest grew quiet, Penny and her friends headed back home, their hearts full of joy and their bellies full of excitement for the adventures that lay ahead. And so, with their bond stronger than ever, Penny the Panda and her friends knew that no matter what challenges they faced, they would always have each other to rely on. As the days passed in the bamboo forest, Penny the Panda and her friends found themselves longing for another adventure. They had faced rainy days, solved mysteries, and made countless memories together, but they knew there was still so much more to explore. One sunny morning, as they lazed about in the warmth of the sun, an idea struck Penny like a bolt of lightning. I know what we should do, she exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Let's have a great bamboo feast. Sammy the squirrel's ears perked up at the suggestion. A bamboo feast? That sounds like the perfect adventure. With that, Penny, Sammy, and Rosie set off into the forest, their mouths watering at the thought of all the delicious bamboo they would soon enjoy. They searched high and low, gathering the finest bamboo shoots they could find and piling them high in a clearing near Penny's house. As the sun began to set and the stars twinkled overhead, Penny and her friends sat down to feast on their bounty. They laughed and chatted as they nibbled on bamboo shoots, their bellies full and their hearts content. But just as they were about to call it a night, they heard a rustling in the bushes nearby. Out stepped a shy little raccoon named Remy, his eyes wide with curiosity. Is this a bamboo feast? Remy asked timidly, his stomach rumbling with hunger. Penny smiled warmly at the newcomer. Of course it is. There's plenty to go around. Come join us. With a grateful smile, Remy settled down beside Penny and her friends, his heart filled with happiness at the kindness they had shown him. And so, under the starry sky and surrounded by friends old and new, Penny the Panda and her companions enjoyed the greatest adventure of all, the joy of friendship and the warmth of togetherness. As they lay down to sleep beneath the gentle sway of the bamboo trees, Penny knew that no matter what challenges the future held, as long as they had each other, they would always find happiness in the simplest of adventures. And so, with hearts full and dreams aplenty, Penny the Panda and her friends drifted off to sleep, their minds filled with visions of the adventures that awaited them tomorrow and beyond. The end. I hope you enjoy listening to Puddle Jumping with Penny the Panda.